Since ages, the women of India have played an important role in the progress of the country and the preservation of our cultural heritage. According to the historians, it is unparalleled in the history of the world. When the time came to break the shackles of bondage, it was a woman who took the lead. Her name was Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi.
निछावर करके जान की बाजी लगाने की घड़ी आई, तब भी अगुवाई का सेहरा बांधने वाली एक नारिन ही थी, झांसी की रानी लक्ष्मी बाई।
When the Queen of Ramgarh, like Lakshmi Bai, sounded the clarion call of independence, Begum Hazrat Mahal, in Lucknow, the capital of Awadh, took command of the army. She attacked the British residency with shells and bullets. On the other side, the women of Muzaffarnagar rose in rebellion and attained martyrdom. In the year 1885, Mr. Hume laid the foundation of the Congress organization. The zeal that flowed surfaced the inner strength of the people. They rose from all corners of the land against the division of Bengal by Lord Curzon. Bande Mataram echoed throughout the country. The follower of Swami Vivekanand, Sister Nivedita went around awakening the people and encouraged Arvind Ghosh to lead the revolution. Sarla Devi was the link between the revolutionaries of Bengal and Punjab. Madam Kama went to Europe and America and raised the slogan of India's independence. It was she who for the first time unfurled the tricolour of India in Germany and Paris with Vande Mataram written across it. In South Africa, Kasturba Gandhi kindled the flames of freedom. Madam Annie Besant, a Londoner, came to India and became a member of the Congress. In 1917, she was elected the Congress President and was thus the first lady president of the Congress. The year 1920-21 saw a new dawn when Gandhiji started the non-cooperation movement and declared that the Swadeshi movement is one way to independence and the onus of its propagation is on women. This slogan of Gandhiji was practiced by all women. Basanti Devi took up the cudgels in Calcutta. Swarup Rani and Kamla Nehru started the movement in Allahabad. In Sindh, Bibi Amtul Islam sold khadi from behind the burqa. Kasturba zealously spread the message of Swadeshi. Because of the British atrocities, the people came out with great force. This resulted in the Chauri Chaura violence. Gandhiji withdrew the campaign. It was in 1930 that the Foundation for Non-Violent Defiance was laid. Marching 241 miles to Dandi, Gandhiji defied the salt tax. A helping hand was extended by Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. With 2,500 volunteers, she advanced towards Dharasana salt works. Soon thereafter, people defied the Salt Act all over the country by openly preparing salt. In Bombay, Hansa Mehta led the struggle. Gandhiji said that if you want to work for the nation, go and picket shops selling foreign cloth and liquor. Women could easily do this job. So they came to Bombay and started Desh Sevika Sangh. Many women joined and started picketing from the 1st of May.
पिकेटिंग करना तो वो काम तो सीओ कर सकते हैं तो हमने यहाँ मुंबई आके देश सेविका संघ की स्थापना की और बहुत से बहनें आई इसमें ज्वाइन हो गई और फिर 1 मई से हमने शुरू किया पिकेटिंग का काम.
Prominent amongst those who joined Hansa Mehta were Manibhayan Patel, Kamla Devi Chattopadhyay, Leelavati Munshi, and Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. Durgabai was the leader in Madras. She was supported by her mother, Krishna Beni Amma, and Rukmini Lakshmipati. Andhra Mahila Sabha was also started by Durgabai. Besides these, a lady from Ireland named Margaret Cousins also worked with them. In Kerala and Karnataka, where nature blooms abundantly and proudly displays its beauty, the Britishers crossed all limits. They freely caned and beat up the people and tortured them in different ways. In Punjab, Lado Rani Chutchi was the leader. The lustrous pages of Delhi's history are agog singing praises of the selfless dedication of those women who tirelessly struggled for India's freedom. Most prominent amongst them was Satyavati, Khurshid Behan. Kamla Nehru was the leader in Allahabad. The other important women leaders were Mahadevi Verma, Prabhavati, Purnima Banerjee, Lalita Shastri, and Indu, who by starting the Vanar Sena infused the children with a new awakening. Even the village women were not behind. They too rose against the British rule and took out processions shouting Inqilab Zindabad. Chandrakali Tripathi of Sinbinki village says that her brother Badri Prasad, her mother and she lifted the flag and went to the shop of Mastaram Bajaj and pleaded with him not to sell foreign cloth. After that, they went to the liquor shop to stop the sale. Then from Bindki, they were taken to Fatehpur jail, where they were asked to beg for forgiveness. This they refused, saying that they were working for the nation and so would not beg for forgiveness. They would lovingly spin the wheel and make heaps of yarn to make many bales of khadi cloth.
और हाँ
मेरा खद्दर से होगा, मेरा खद्दर से होगा सुधार, कहना मानो पिया, मेरा खद्दर से होगा सुधार, कहना मानो पिया। प्रेम और प्यार से चरखा चलाऊंगी, प्रेम और प्यार से चरखा चलाऊंगी, काट कर सूत की ढेरी लगाऊंगी, काट कर सूत की ढेरी लगाऊंगी, बड़े देसी हो कपड़े अपा, कहना मानो पिया, बड़े देसी हो कपड़े अपा, कहना मानो पिया।
In Madhya Pradesh, the famous poetess Subhadra Kumari Chauhan's song reverberated. बुंदेले हर बोलों के मुख हमने सुनी कहानी थी, खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी।
একবার বিদায় দে মা ঘুরে আসি, হাসি হাসি পড়ব ফাঁসি, দেখবে ভারতবাসী। একবার বিদায় দে মা ঘুরে আসি।
In spite of the ban on Rashtriya Mahila Sabha and the picketing board of Bengal, ladies like Jyotirmoy Ganguly, Shanti Ghosh, Suniti Chaudhary, Beena Das, Ujjwala Mujumdar, Preeti Lata Vadedar, Kamla Datta and Kamla Chatterjee carried on the struggle even at the risk of their own lives. On partition, the people of Bengal were very excited. Here, the young people who took part in the freedom struggle to drive the Britishers out were not only men, but women too. These were housewives and educated, cultured women. From 1905 to 1910, they carried secret letters and prepared bomb powder. After this, in 1921, when Gandhiji started the revolution, more and more women joined from villages and cities. In 1930, when the movement of the SALT Act disobedience started, more than 200 to 300 women came from every village and district to face the bullets. Picketing and other revolutionary activities also continued.
1905 से 10 तक। इसके बाद 1921 में जब गांधी जी का आंदोलन शुरू हुआ, उस समय हम लोगों का आय भी ज्यादा औरत लोग आई है, गांव से, शहर से, गांव से, दूर दूर गांव से भी आते हैं। 1930 में 1930 साल में जो लॉकडाउन जो भंग हुआ, उस समय तो सारे बंगाल के प्रति जिले जिले में 200-300 औरत लोग आगे आया, फिर गोली के सामने हुआ, पिकेटिंग की, सब की। उसके साथ साथ ही क्रांतिकारी आंदोलन भी चल रही है।
The spirit of freedom also reached Nagaland, where Rani Gaidilo struck with equal strength and perplexed the Britishers. With the growing hatred for the British rule and the success of the civil disobedience movement, the British were compelled to come to terms with Gandhiji. Viceroy Lord Irwin released Gandhiji from jail. On the 5th of March 1931, an agreement was reached. All prisoners of the civil disobedience movement were freed. In this struggle, 20,000 women were imprisoned, which means that out of every 6 men, 1 was a woman. The British government failed to fulfill the agreement. The suppression continued, as a result of which people's anger was fanned. Gandhiji was forced to cry out, "Do or die," a slogan which was reiterated in Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil's ghazal. "Sarfaroshi ki tamanna ab hamare dil mein hai, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है." And in 1942 started the Quit India movement. Aruna Asif Ali told us that it was a revolution, a passion, an in-burning desire which was impossible to describe. How people faced the police and the army. She ventured to tell that the men and women of India were resolute and determined to get scorched in this flame till they achieved freedom. Gandhiji also said in his message that we must do or die.
आजादी लेकर ही हटेगी और गांधी जी ने भी अपने संदेश में यही कहा, डू और डाई.
Usha Mehta told us about an unusual happening in Bombay. To spread the news of the Quit India movement to every nook and corner of the country, they started the Congress radio on the 15th of August 1942, on which they used to announce, "This is Congress radio, speaking from somewhere in India on 42.34 meters." This way, they not only gave the news of the struggle to the people all over India, but also broadcast speeches of leaders who had not been imprisoned, like Ram Manohar Lohia and Achyut Patwardhan, in order to revive the enthusiasm of the people. They continued like this for 3 months, from August to November. But on the 12th of November, their own technicians brought the policemen to this broadcasting station, thereby betraying the cause.
अगस्त से नवंबर तक माने करीब 3 महीने लगातार चला और उसके बाद 12 नवंबर को हमारे टेक्नीशियन ही पुलिस वालों को लेकर के हमारे ब्रॉडकास्टिंग स्टेशन पर आए. इस तरह उन्होंने विश्वासघात किया.
On the other side, under the leadership of Subhash Chandra Bose, Captain Lakshmi risked her life. At the call of Netaji, 1,000 women joined the Rani Jhansi regiment. First, they received military training in Singapore for 3 months. From there, they marched to the Burma front. Bravely facing the bullets, Kanaklata Barua kept marching ahead. Matangini Hajra also attained martyrdom. The tricolour fluttered higher and higher. Its saffron colour further brightened up when Tara Devi's sindoor sprinkled over it. Jayavati Sangvi, Prabhavati, Bhagya Devi, Premlata Thapar, Ram Pyari, Durga Bhabhi, Sucheta Kriplani, and many known and unknown women who sacrificed everything for the freedom of our country deserve glory. We salute them 100,000 times.
सौख्यम दुखम पापेन कर्मणा कृतं भवति सर्वत्र नाकृतं विद्यते क्वचित्.